What's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken and welcome back to another video. Paladins is a fun game with a variety of different champions that all require a different level of skill to play. Some of them can be extremely difficult to start learning, while others are so simple any chimp could do well with them. So that's why in this video I'm counting down my picks for the top 5 easiest champions in Paladins. If you're just starting out in the realm and want someone easy to learn the game with, these are some great starter champions that take very little skill to play. Also, in this video, I'll be trying to cover at least one champion of each class, so if you want to start learning a specific class like support or flank, you can have a fun and easy champion to start out with. So without further ado, let's get into the top 5 easiest champions in Paladins. Number 5. Sarris. If you're ever looking for a safe healer to start out with, Sarris is definitely the one for you. She has one of the easiest healing abilities in the realm, a 1000 health per second channeled heal with aim assist, so you just have to look in your teammate's general direction to use it. She also has 2 outstanding talents for keeping her team alive, the Void Abides, which lets her heal numerous allies at once, and Mortal Reach, which allows her to sit deep in the backlines and focus healing on a single target without ever really getting attacked. Even if she does get flanked, she can disengage in an instant with her simple yet insanely effective movement ability that makes her invisible and invulnerable. Or she can just stack a few soul orbs on the flanker and detonate them to heal back all the damage they just tried to deal. The only skillful part of Sarris' kit is her ultimate, which takes a slight amount of distance judgment and good timing to use effectively. Overall, Sarris is just a super easy healer that earns number 5 on this list. Number 4. Fernando. Fernando has always been a really solid tank to choose, partly because of how easy he is to do well with. Fernando has one of the easiest weapons to use in the game, bearing a giant flame lance that shoots a constant stream of fire that is incredibly difficult to miss with at close range. With his Scorch talent and a good fireball-based build, dealing damage with Fernando is both super threatening and incredibly easy to do. Fernando's ultimate is also extremely easy to use and helpful to keep him alive for those crucial few seconds on point, when his team needs him the most. His ultimate is also one of the only abilities in the realm that can completely counter Drogo's ultimate, so Fernando doesn't have to worry about the Dragon's Fury nearly as much as other tanks. If he does get into a fight he can't win, he can always disengage with his super useful shield that he can point in any direction to block incoming damage, including ultimates such as Victor's Barrage. While there are some fancy tricks like moonwalking with his shield that take quite a bit of skill to pull off, Fernando's core abilities are still really strong, easy to use, and can make winning a game completely effortless. Fernando is the easiest tank in the game, which earns him the number 4 spot on this list. Number 3. Jenos. If Jenos isn't the easiest healer in the realm, I don't know who is. Jenos' Astral Mark takes the least skill out of any supports to use. You simply aim in the general direction of the ally you want to heal, and they're instantly healed for the next several seconds while you can go off and use your incredibly simple hit-scan rifle to spray damage into someone's face. Jenos also has one of the most reliable movement abilities in the game, since it has almost no cooldown, an unlimited duration, and almost complete control of where it travels when you use it. So if you need to escape a hot zone, you can do so quickly and effectively, while other supports may find it a bit more difficult. If Jenos only needs to deal with a flank, however, he can just aim his Void Grip in the flank's general direction and hold them up so his teammates can burst down the stationary target with ease. This not only makes things easier on Jenos' part, but also hands a free kill to a teammate who capitalizes on the ability. As with Sarris, the only skillful part of Jenos' kit is his ultimate, but it still isn't too hard to use if the enemy team isn't paying much attention, and the rest of Jenos' super simple kit makes up for the ultimate being a little bit challenging. Number 2. Vivian. If you've ever had a long, stressful day and just want to play somebody where you never have to think, Vivian is by far the best champion to choose. Vivian has one form of dealing damage, her primary fire, and when you combine that with her massive 70 ammo and her loadout that gives her infinite ammo as long as you hit your shots, Vivian is both a lethal force to be reckoned with and one of the easiest champions in the realm to play. She can get away with holding left and possibly right click for the entire game, but to make things even easier, she can deploy up to 2 sensor drones that reveal all enemies within their range to her. However, unlike Strix's Flare, these never expire. Unless an enemy shoots them down, Vivian can have a permanent reveal on anyone who crosses her drones, which is a pretty broken ability to have. Also, if Vivian ever feels in the slightest bit of danger, she can just put up her deflector shield and absorb all shots that don't land at her feet. Vivian can easily take on any flank with her insanely high DPS weapon and her deflector shield if she can see them coming, which she probably will given her sensor drones that can spoil any flank route with ease. Vivian is undoubtedly one of the easiest champions in the realm, which earns her the number 2 spot on this list. Number 1. Lex. Lex is by far the easiest flank to play because of his high burst, high mobility, and abilities that in reality are just a hacker's tools made legal. First of all, Lex has one of the easiest weapons to burst a target down with. His dual magnums hit hard with each shot, and you're bound to hit most of them if you just mash the left mouse button in their general direction. If not, Lex's first broken ability takes all the skill out of playing him and can secure free kills, since Sarris decided it would be a great idea to give him aimbot at the cost of a little bit of damage. With this ability, Lex can score free damage on any target, whether it be a flying Drogos or a nimble Koga, which makes Lex almost effortless to play. Lex's combat slide is also a simple, yet strong, movement ability, and it lets him dart around to the map or his enemies with ease. It also lets him chase down his retribution target that he can see through walls, since the ability allows him to see his target no matter where they are as long as he's relatively close to them. Why Sarris decided to give this champion two abilities that can basically be considered hacks is beyond me, but to top it all off, his ultimate is quite simple to use, and grants him a free kill on anyone he sees below 65% health. Out of all the flank champions and all the champions in general, Lex is undoubtedly the easiest, which is why he earns the title of the least difficult champion in Paladins. So anyways, that's the end of this video. Do you guys agree with my list? Let me know in the comments section down below. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button to see more content like this from me, and join my Discord using the code in the description to pick up tips and leave suggestions. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.